I couldn't be happier. I didn't feel real good at halftime, but there's no one I respect more than Northern Iowa. And we know those guys well. Knew they were going to come in here and be ready for us, and they certainly were. I thought they dictated about everything in the first half, and we had to switch some things up, do some different stuff. Um, but our guys competed. They competed like crazy, and they just kept coming. We got great contributions, and Brenton Scott doing what he did from the offensive end, shooting threes. You know, we made a bunch of threes tonight. They didn't make them like they usually do. That's a strength of theirs, and I know we didn't get them on their best night, and we tried to get into their bench, you know, and that's why we extended our pressure a little bit in the second half. Not tried to get in their bench. We tried to wear them down more, and we did some different stuff though tonight. But just a great win over a very, very well coached, good team.
Questions. Greg can enlighten me. The start of the second half, is there something more complicated than shots fell? I mean, you tell me. I mean, it looked like, Brenton kept his confidence up as he always does, and shots fell. I mean,
Yeah, he's always going to have his confidence up. There's going to be no question. Todd, honestly, probably. You know, I don't think there's any. I'm not some big rah rah guy. You've been around me enough. We basically go as a staff and we talk about what we need to do different on both ends of the floor. We tell it to the team and they listen. You know, we had to change some things up at both ends. I thought they completely dictated the pace, had us on our heels. We were standing around quite a bit. Moved the ball okay in the first half, but we just weren't quite playing at the pace that you need to against a good team like that. So we picked it up in the second half, and yeah, shots fall. Making 12 threes, that's a bunch. Now I think we got good threes open. Arguably, you and I are every bit as good a three-point shooting team as we are, if not better. So we're fortunate the ball went in for us.
defensively, you and I made their first shot of the second half, but then they went on the stretch where they missed about 4 or 5 trips in a row. Defense kind of feed that offense a little bit, give you some confidence to hit some shots?
It does, and I think we're like a lot of teams. You know, if you get stops, you want to run, and I think we're pretty good when we run. And I give Everett Clemens and Devontae a lot of credit for getting it and pushing it out. Our guards get defensive rebounds. It really accelerates your fast break, and we got some transition baskets. So if you can get an easy basket or two against a team like this, then it's gold. And I thought we got some in transition, which really helped. And you know, once the ball goes in, that really, it really helps too. It uplifts you. We made several in a row. When they pressed, we scored back-to-back times off of that. So the ball was bouncing our way in the second half and going in the basket a little bit more than it was for the Panthers.
We've talked about Brenton a little bit on Saturday in regards to his lack of fear or lack of, hesitation to shoot. Just obviously you rode the benefit of that tonight, and I know you guys have a structure on how you want shots to go, but he kept you in the game in the first half too, and just talk about I hear sometimes the grunt when the shot goes up, and then
The tough contested shots, yeah.
But just talk about having somebody obviously who can just get you a shot.
There's a few things I want to hit on that, and it just speaks of our chemistry and the type of guys we have on the team. I was leaning towards not starting Brenton today and starting Everett, and Everett walked out of here after game day practice and said, "Coach, Brenton deserves a start." He goes, "I'm good coming off the bench. Let's keep it the same way." So that speaks volumes about Everett Clemens. And then I think you look at Christian and Devontae. Brenton takes 19 shots, Devontae gets 13, Christian 10. They don't bat an eye at that. They want him to score. They seek him out. They live with him maybe taking a tougher shot because they know the type of player he is. And I think that's great for your senior leaders to be able to defer to somebody like that. And Brenton, he's not going to get 30 obviously every game, but he's an explosive scorer. He can score. He can get it on his own. He makes open threes. I'm telling you, the last couple days, not just him, a lot of our guys have, but he's put up a lot of extra shots on his own. So hard work pays off, and he's a huge lift and just a tough competitor, especially at that end.
It looks like no matter what rotation you guys have in there, you're hitting that point where everyone's kind of flowing and everything's flowing together. Is that something that you're noticing, that it seems like everything's...
Well, I didn't notice it in the first half. I can't, maybe I need to say something different to start games, but I went in at halftime and told them, hey, this just reminds me of the last game. You know, we didn't play very good. We're playing against a good team. We're going to go out and play a lot better this half. And hopefully we can learn to maybe play closer to 40 minutes of good basketball. But the guys keep fighting. You know, they're not going to give in. They share the basketball. They're compete. They know that we need to get stuff off our defense and dictate a little bit more than what we did in the first half. So at times we're pretty good. And as a team, we're still making mistakes that we'll keep getting better on and improving on.
How important is it right now to be playing as well as you are in these games in January as opposed to, November where you guys weren't quite where you wanted to be and now you came closer to the end of the year?
Yeah, guys did a good job over break of improving, and we did a lot of extra work and different things, and it's just taken us a while. These guys are getting more comfortable playing with each other. It's 5 games in. I mean, it's there's so much basketball to be played, but we've beaten teams that have all been picked ahead of us. We had Evansville down 1 with just over 5 minutes to go there, so we've shown that we're a formidable opponent. I think we've shown that we still can improve and continue to get better, as long as we stay healthy and keep working like they're working in a day in and day out basis in practice. We'll have a chance every night.
Greg, the importance of Everett staying in front of Wes Washburn. I mean, you and I only shot 26% in the second half. And it's no surprise he can defend, but Wes is a tough defensive assignment, and just talk about the effort he
He's Russell Westbrook-like. I mean, he really is. He is so fast and so explosive. I've watched him all their games, and he just flat out embarrasses you sometime. I mean, there's not much you can do about it, and he hurt us. But they scored, I think, 20 points off their ball screens in the first half, so we just tried to make some adjustments, but it was really boiled down to what you just said. Everett Clemens guarding the ball. He's very good at it. He's not going to win every battle, but he is as good as one-on-one defender as there is.
Did it bother you that the fans booed at the end because they didn't get free chicken? I mean, really. I mean, you won by 14, and they're booing for free chicken.
It doesn't bother me, Todd. I mean, no. I mean, I think it's strange. I think our players understand it. If I thought our players didn't understand it, I might say something, and change because when you get a team that plays and competes as hard as we do, they deserve applause when they come off the floor. They deserve applause at the end of the game, but they get it. I think it's a great promotion that we've done. Maybe we have to rethink it a little bit or make it a halftime score, Mike. I don't know. We'll talk about that for next year. But we appreciate Qdoba and Chick-fil-A and what they do. It doesn't bother. I'm not telling you what. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. I told Jake shaking hands there at half court. I said, "Isn't this crazy? I mean, you win a tough game and you get booed on your home court, but that's just lighthearted, and I'm fine with it because I know our fans appreciate it."
Coach, as Brenton continues to score and Matt gets more confident as the season goes on, do you think that helps Devontae in terms of being a lot more comfortable? Because it seems like the last couple of weeks he's just not forcing as much offensively with those two get.
It is, and I'm telling you, probably since we got back from the Virgin Islands, Devontae has tried to do what we're asking, and he defers. He's making plays for those guys, and it's helping him. We rode him hard last year, and he had to do it, and I think he thought he had to do it a little bit to start the year, and he probably did, because Matt wasn't shooting like that. Brenton wasn't playing as well, so I give Devontae tons of credit for that, and Matt and Brenton are both very good offensive players, and they stretch the floor for us, and Brenton can get them on his own, and it only helps, and it's like Northern Iowa. They got those 4 guys standing outside the three-point line, and one of the fastest guys, if not the fastest guy in the league, penetrate. It's hard, and it helps when we can do that too.